You ever feel like your city is just concrete and noise? Well, in this explainer, we're going to show you this spectacular hidden world that's flying right over your head. It's there all the time. And stick with me, because by the end of this, you'll know exactly how to see it. Okay, so I want you to really think about this for a second. When you look around your city, what do you actually see? Is it just buildings, traffic, pavement, the whole concrete jungle thing? Yeah, if that's what you're seeing, you are missing out on an absolutely spectacular secret show that's happening literally right above your head. Get this, 4.7 billion. What in the world is that? Well, that's the number of birds that radar tracked flying across the continental U.S. during just one migration season. And here's the crazy part. A huge chunk of them flew directly over our biggest cities, turning them into these super important pit stops. Okay, so you're probably thinking, where do I even start? Well, it all begins with this one moment. Something birders have a great name for, a spark bird. So a spark bird, it's that one bird, that one moment that just completely shatters your whole perception. It's not a pigeon. It's not the usual sparrows you see. It's this flash of brilliant color, or maybe a song you've just never heard before. And it's the thing that makes you go, whoa, wait a second. It makes you realize the city is just teeming with life you've never even noticed. And look, your spark bird doesn't have to be some super rare, exotic thing. Seriously, it could be the bright orange chest of an American robin, or the gentle coo of a mourning dove. It could even be that unexpected kind of oily, purpley green shimmer on a European starling. These birds are everywhere, but they are absolutely extraordinary if you just take a second to really look. Okay, so you've had that whoa moment, that spark. Now what? What do you actually need to get started? Let's talk gear. Let's build your birder's toolkit. First thing you're going to want, binoculars. Now don't get intimidated by those numbers on the side, like 8 by 42. It sounds complicated, but it's not. It just means 8 times magnification with a 42 millimeter lens. And trust me, for beginners, 8 by 42 is the way to go. Why? Simple. You get a wider field of view, which makes it so much easier to actually find the bird in the branches, plus the image is brighter and a whole lot less shaky. But honestly, the most powerful tool you have is probably already in your pocket. It's your phone. You have to download the Merlin Bird ID app. It's totally free from the Cornell Lab of Ornithology, and it is an absolute game changer. You can tell it what a bird looked like, you can upload a super blurry photo, you can even record its song, or you can just explore what birds are likely hanging out in your neighborhood. It's literally like having an expert ornithologist with you at all times. All right, you've got the tools. Now you need the secrets, the strategy. Because birding, it's all about being in the right place at the right time. And let me tell you, timing is everything. The golden hours for birdwatching are definitely early morning, and then again in the late afternoon, right around dusk. At dawn, you get what's called the dawn chorus. It's when the birds are super vocal and busy feeding after a long night. Then they get active again right before they go to sleep for the evening. Midday? Yeah, that's pretty much nap time for them, and maybe for you too. You gotta think of it this way. Your city isn't some obstacle for birds to fly over, it's a destination. North America is crisscrossed by these 4 massive migration highways in the sky. We call them flyways. And so many of our major cities, think New York, Chicago, LA, they are built right on top of these flyways. This turns their city parks into like 5-star hotels for millions of birds on these incredible, epic journeys. Okay, so you know where to look and when to look. Now it's time to level up a little, to deepen that connection by using more than just your eyes, and to talk about some of the ethics of birding. A lot of experienced birders will tell you they identify more birds by ear than by eye, and this used to be a really tough skill to learn, but now it's so accessible, it's almost like magic. You just open that Merlin app again, hit the Sound ID button, and it starts giving you a real-time list of every single bird it hears singing around you. It's just an amazing way to learn. All right, let's tackle a big one, a question that comes up all the time. Should you feed the birds? Put out a feeder. And the answer is, it's complicated. It can be a great idea, but only if you do it the right way. See, if you don't maintain a feeder properly, it can become this central hub for spreading disease, and it'll attract rodents, which you definitely don't want. The rules are pretty simple, but they're totally non-negotiable. You have to clean your feeders every single week. A week bleach solution works great. You have to provide fresh water, and you've got to keep the ground underneath clean. But honestly, the best feeder of all is your garden. Planting native plants gives them a much healthier and more natural food source. Beyond just being a fun hobby, there's a really profound mental health benefit here. When you focus all of your attention on a single bird, its color, its song, the way it moves, it's basically a form of mindfulness. People call it open-eye meditation. It completely pulls you into the present moment, it can really help reduce stress, and it connects you to the natural world, even if that world is just a tiny patch of green in a big city. So this is really cool. What if I told you that this new hobby of yours could do more than just make you feel good? What if every single bird you spot could actually help contribute to real science? There's another app for this. It's called eBird. And when you log what you see in that app, you are officially becoming a citizen scientist. No joke. Your one little observation from a park bench gets added to this massive global database. It helps real researchers track migration, monitor the health of bird populations, and even fight the effects of climate change. Your hobby has a direct, real-world impact. How cool is that? So how do you actually start? I'm going to give you a super simple 4-week plan. Week 1, just download Merlin and go outside and watch birds for 15 minutes. That is it. That's all you have to do. By week 3, you'll be logging your sightings and contributing to science. It is that easy to get started on this journey. So if there's one thing to take away from all this, it's this. You don't have to escape the city to find nature. You really don't. It's soaring between the skyscrapers. It's nesting right outside your window. The wild is hiding right there on your block. The only question left is, are you ready to look up?